If you love the look and the vibe of the iconic Hermes Birkin, but simply don't have a spare 10 to 20,000 US dollars to splash out on a handbag, no fear, because today I'm going to show you 6 alternative handbags that are still luxury. Yes, that are still luxury to the Hermes Birkin, but prices are just going to start at 300 US dollars, making it so much more realistic for the average income earner who is handbag obsessed just like me and you. And if you're anything like me and a crossbody strap is a non-negotiable, then this list is for you because nearly all the bags on the list have a crossbody strap. And actually, of these 6 bags, I own 3 of them. So you're going to get to see 3 of them in the flesh. And make sure you stick around to the end because bag number 6, I'm going to reveal to you, and it's from teddyblake. Now, actually, this isn't the first time I've made this sort of video. I have another video already where I give you 7 luxury alternatives to the Hermes Birkin, including brands like Louis Vuitton, Celine, Ralph Lauren, and even Hermes themselves. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I'm going to link that here and you can watch that alongside this video. Now for each of these 6 bags today, I'm going to tell you what they are, what is the price point, we'll look at side-by-side mod shots of this bag compared to the Birkin, and I'll tell you the similarities and advantages these bags have over the Birkin. So let's get straight into bag number 1. So this is the Ferragamo Hug bag, and today we'll be talking about the Hug Soft in the large size, and this is a size about 39 centimeters. So this is a great alternative to the Birkin 35 or 40. Now this is priced at 3,600 US dollars, which is much more affordable compared to an Hermes Birkin. Still a top tier pricing, but much more realistic than a Birkin. Now the Salvatore Ferragamo brand has been around since the 1920s. It is over a 100-year-old Italian brand known for their top tier leather and top quality craftsmanship. So if you're looking for an Italian equivalent to a Birkin, look no further than the Ferragamo Hug bag. So let's look at these 2 bags side by side. So immediately you can already see similarities between the 2. And even here in the mod shot, they're throwing the same vibe and a very similar look. So similarities that both bags have is they both have 2 sangles, they're both tote style bags, and you can't beat them on quality and craftsmanship across the 2 brands. Now, some advantages the Ferragamo Hug bag has over the Hermes Birkin, obviously the price point, but you can actually wear this on the shoulder. There's also no top flap, meaning it's so much easier to access your things. So what do you think about the Ferragamo Hug bag? Are you team Birkin or team Hug bag? Bag number 2, this is the Mulberry Bayswater bag, and we're going to be talking about the Satchel version because yes, the Satchel version has a crossbody strap. So this is priced at 1,545 US dollars, which compared to like a $10,000 Birkin, such a more realistic price point. Now, Mulberry has been around since the 1970s and it is the quintessential English brand. So if you're looking for an English equivalent to the Hermes Birkin, this is it. Actually, I was inspired to include this bag in this list after watching A Briefcase of Luxury where she featured this bag on her channel. So if you want to know more about this bag, I'll link her video down below. So this is a 25 centimeter bag, so a great alternative to the Birkin 25. So if we look at the mod shots here, again, you can see obvious similarities, the flap, the handles. They both have a turn lock, both use impeccable leather, and both have great craftsmanship across their brands. So the main advantages is the cross body strap, of course, that's my favorite feature, but also the flap is going to be easier to use because you're not really fighting against both a flap and sangles, it's just a flap. So what are you guys thinking? Are you team Mulberry or are you team Hermes? Bag number 3. Now this is a brand that I've recently learnt about. You may already know about this brand or maybe you haven't heard of it at all. This is a French brand called Mac Douglas and this is a mid-luxury brand. So when I looked them up, you can actually buy it direct from their website, which I believe is a French brand because I believe the website's all in French. But you can also buy it from Amazon and you can find pre-loved ones on Vestiaire Collective. So the bag I'm going to be talking about today is the Mac Douglas Pylad? Is that how it's pronounced? I'm not sure, but I'll have it written on the screen. Now, if anyone can help me out here, I could not for the life of me figure out what size this is. I think it's between a size 25 and a size 30, but if anyone can please correct me in the comment section. So my guess is it's going to be a great alternative to either the Birkin 25 or Birkin 30. And this one here is priced at 349 euros. So definitely a much better price point than $10,000. So again, you can see some obvious similarities between the shape of this Mac Douglas bag bag versus the Hermes Birkin. So some similarities you can see, they both have sangles with a turn lock and you get the two short top handles. But advantages this Mac Douglas bag has, crossbody strap, you know, for me that's a non-negotiable. Now when it comes to the flap, some might argue that this flap is easier to use compared to the Hermes flap. It might be for some, might not be for others. So that I would say is up to each individual user, whether that's a pro or not. Now, bag number 4, I actually have this bag. Introducing my vintage Bally of Switzerland, or Bally of Switzerland, however you want to pronounce it. And this is a Birkin style bag, but it's actually not made of leather. It's got like this coated PVC. And if you look up close, this pattern is actually made up of a bunch of mini bees for Bally of Switzerland. And you know me, it has a crossbody strap, which is exactly why I bought it, because it was a great dupe with a crossbody strap. Now this is a pre-loved vintage item and I got this for $250 US, so about $350 Australian dollars. Now I have decorated it with a keyring of my dog Lucy. I know people are into Labubus at the moment, but I'm into my dog, so I've got a dog charm. So you can see here, I've gotten the look of the Hermes Birkin for far less, and some similarities you have is you've got the two sangles, you've got the turn lock, you've got the double handle. But some obvious advantages this one has is because it's not leather, it's like a coated PVC, it actually makes it super weather resistant. So I can take this out in the rain, no worries. And the top is not a flap, it is a top zipper. So I can easily close up my bag or reopen it and access my things without too much fuss. Now these top handles are actually thicker and rolled compared to the Hermes ones. I have a back zip, which an Hermes Birkin does not have. And I've also got this really useful inside zippered pocket as well. So this had all the advantages that I was looking for that a Hermes Birkin doesn't have. Hence, I added it to my collection. Now, you guys, if you watch my channel, you know I've been obsessed with vintage Bally of Switzerland bags lately, and I bought like 10 of them. So if you want to know more about this particular bag, I do have an unboxing and try on video. But also, if you just want to see the other vintage Bally of Switzerland bags I've collected, because I've collected like 8 different Hermes Kelly dupes from them, you can watch all those unboxing try on videos on my channel as well. Now, bag number 5. I also own this bag and I'm able to show you. Introducing, this is my Babylon leather DIY Birkin style bag in a 30 centimeters in the Oblique whole kit. Yes, it is a DIY Birkin style bag, and this you can get from Babylon Leather for $349 US. Now I do have a 10% off discount code, which I'll put down below. But you did hear me right, it is a DIY bag. So I had to sew this myself. Yes, hand sew this myself. It does come in a complete kit, so you are ready to get going straight away. And they do have beginner friendly kits as well. So if this is something you're interested in, like you want to be able to have a unique one-of-a-kind Birkin dupe that you made yourself, then this is definitely up your alley. And because it's a bag that is custom made for me by me, I was not afraid to add my own extra customizations. Like this sticker that I put of my dog. This is just how the bag was. And then I just got this custom sticker made and I stuck it on. Because you know me, instead of Labubus, I'm going to decorate it with my dog. They have both the Retourne or Retourne and Cellier styles. This is the Retourne style that I sewed here. So this is a great alternative to the Birkin 30. This is a 30 centimeter size, and I've been wearing this as my work bag. And you're seeing the mod shots here, how it's pretty much throwing the exact same vibe as a Birkin minus the Birkin logo. So similarities it has to the Birkins. Obviously the shape, it's a dupe of the Birkin. Now the leather you get here, so this is really similar to like a Hermes Togo. I chose this blue color, but they have a whole bunch of different colors you can choose. I chose gold hardware, but you can choose gold or silver. It's up to you. Now, advantages this bag has over the Birkin. It does come with these feet covers. Oh, I lost one of my feet covers already. Of course, a crossbody strap. I did make another customization here. It didn't come with a strap keeper, but I had leftover leather, so I made my own strap keeper, so you can do that as well. And for $349 US, and you can use the discount code as well, you can definitely get the look for less, but having a luxurious bag that you sewed yourself. what other luxury is better than the feeling of accomplishment? And this is actually my third Babylon leather project. So if you want to learn how to make this Birkin, I actually have a step-by-step tutorial video, which I'll link here. And if you want to see the Hermes Kelly dupe I made, or the Pinkerton dupe I made from Babylon leather, I'll also leave those tutorial videos down below. Okay, so bag number 6. So this bag was gifted to me by teddyblake, and this is my final Hermes Birkin alternative bag. Now this is a bag I've actually already tried out and have worn today, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. You ready? Introducing my teddyblake Gigi low Dollarino bag in the 11-inch size, and I chose the light cream color. It's like a creamy beigey off-white color, and this is my alternative to actually the shoulder Birkin, because I watched a video of the shoulder Birkin the other day and I loved it so much more than a normal Birkin. Plus I already have 2 other Birkin style bags. I wanted to try something better, and this gives me the length but the petiteness and the cuteness of like what a shoulder Birkin has. So this is a leather called Dollarino, or they call it Dollarino. So teddyblake has 4 leather bags which are made in Italy from Italian craftsmen. So you're getting that Italian luxury but at a mid-luxury price. And who doesn't love saving a bit of money, especially in this current economic climate? Now I do have a discount code which I'll put down below. So this is the front, this is the side, and this is the back, so there is no back pocket. Now I've actually added my own magnetic purse feet to the bottom. So these are temporary, they're not permanent, so you can move them around. See, like that, you can just take it off. And this is where the strap clips to the side here. Now what I really loved was that it has the branding on the hardware there. So I thought that was a really nice touch. You have a removable and adjustable strap. And actually this bag is so secure that even after I undo the sangles, if the flap is still down, it's still quite secure. Like if someone tried to pull my bag, it still doesn't open. So I thought that was a really nice secure design. And then when you open her up, this is a completely suede interior, and what I discovered was there is an extra reinforcement panel on the bottom. So it's up to you if you want to use it or not. You might like a saggy bottom and have it there, or if you're like me and you like a more structured bottom, I use this extra panel inside. Now one side is that suede, and then one side is that stamped pebbled leather. So I think the pebbled leather finish is actually going to be easier to clean than the suede side. So I'm actually going to flip it and have this pebbled leather side facing up. Okay, that's what it looks like there. So what I love about this bag is you have the options of it being handheld or long shoulder crossbody, and you know me, I'm always going to choose a crossbody bag because that's just how I am. So the obvious similarities it has to the Birkin is the 2 top handles, a flap, and sangles. And the advantages it has over the Birkin is this crossbody strap. Now, as I said, this looks like to me a cross between a Birkin and a shoulder Birkin. So I get to have that cute petiteness, but in a more east-west elongation. And I think this bag is so cute. And I don't have anything like this in my collection because all the other ones are more closer to like what a normal Birkin shape is. Now this is actually my 3rd teddyblake piece. First I got the Kim Lizard bag in the 9-inch. And this was my alternative to the Hermes Kelly in the Lizard, which can't afford. But this bag is so structured and durable. So if you're into really structured, durable bags, if you get the embossed ones, it's really good. And then I also got the teddyblake card holder in the Stampato leather. I chose the Stampato leather because I saw Tanner Leatherstein's review and he gave the Stampato leather a positive review, hence I chose that. I was actually hoping that the Gigi low came in Stampato leather, but only the big Gigis did. The low one only came in what's called Dollarino, which when I looked it up, it said small pebbled leather. So since it was my only choice, I went with it. But if there was a Stampato one, I would have chose that. So if you like the Stampato leather, then maybe you might want to go for the bigger Gigi. So let me know, what do you think of my Birkin alternatives? Are any of them for you or are they not for you? Let me know what you think down below and what are your reasons. And if you have any other Birkin alternatives you want mentioned, put them in the comment section as well. Now, if you haven't already seen that first Birkin's alternative video where I talk about Louis Vuitton, Celine, Ralph Lauren, and Hermes themselves, I'm going to link that video here. And if you want to see the unboxing and try on video of this particular Birkin alternative bag, I'm going to leave it here.